Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. Thank you for all the likes on yesterday's video. I saw that. I do appreciate you taking the time to like those videos. All right, let's get right to this. This is Tropical Storm Beryl. Wind still holding as of now. I hope it does not re-strengthen, but most likely it is going to. And you see these brighter colors showing up. Here's northeast Mexico. You get over toward Texas. The brighter colors on the satellite are taller clouds, a sign that things are building up. Very warm water here, so unfortunately, I do see some re-strengthening with this as this lifts up to the north, closer to Galveston Bay. Winds right now at 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers an hour. More of a turn to the northwest at 12 miles per hour or 19 kilometers an hour. So I want to zoom down into that. Also of high concern coming out of Jamaica, and for my friends in Jamaica, we had some heavy areas of rain in spots yesterday that led to some flooding, and we're dealing with the cleanup, of course, from Beryl. This here is not a named system, but this is a strong tropical wave moving by. This will pump its way through the Cayman Islands, back near Belize, eventually Honduras, Nicaragua, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Costa Rica. Lots of flooding is on the way. We do not need a named system in the Caribbean to cause problems. And I'm going to show you a buildup of some rain. That is of high concern. We have some extreme flooding that is a potential. Now, look at this map with me. We have Beryl that's about to head into Texas. This here is the temperature change of the water over the last 7 days, right? We had Beryl roll across the Caribbean. So you see this blue shading close to Jamaica, Cayman Islands, Cuba, and even as you get over toward Cozumel, in this blue shading in the eastern Caribbean near Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That is a temperature drop in the water because Beryl rolled through. But unfortunately, it's not a lot, and that's the thing this season. Sometimes you get a system rolling by, brings up some cooler water, and that's some good news for the systems that may develop back behind it. But these water temperatures, even though they have cooled some, still so very warm. And look at this, just off the coast of Texas, water temperatures are 30, 31 degrees Celsius, 86 to about 88 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's the issue with Beryl right now. While the winds are still holding at 60 miles per hour, this is about to work over super warm water, and I'm hoping it does not rapidly intensify, but watching that, there are some signs that of the strengthening already this morning, and this will continue to work its way to the north over very warm water. And although some of this water has cooled in the eastern Caribbean, still running 28 to 29 degrees Celsius, still in the 80s Fahrenheit, conducive for development, but I'm not seeing signs of any developing tropical waves coming off the coast of Africa at this time. Now, here are those hurricane warnings that are up for much of the coast of Texas, and even that tropical storm warning out toward the coast of Louisiana, or at least the Texas-Louisiana border. Now, this orange shading it here, that's where the tropical storm winds are. So, my friends in northeast Mexico, our tropical storm force winds are going to stay offshore. Everything's been shifting more and more to the north. Now, these tropical storm force winds, they extend out 125 miles or about 200 to 205 kilometers away from the center, and we're going to see this expansive tropical storm wind field lift up toward Texas, and it looks like it will clip by parts of western Louisiana, and then this system will move in. But even by the time we get into Wednesday morning, this is going to bring some rain to parts of the Chicago area. Of course, at that point, it won't really be a tropical system at that time, but the models have shifted a little, and things change. The weather's hard to forecast a couple days out, right? So things kind of shift a little bit, kind of swinging back, kind of more of a harder swing back, and that would bring some heavier weather up toward Galveston Bay, tropical storm to hurricane conditions in that surge of about 3 to 5 feet. Since this has been sitting out there, and it will intensify throughout the day, we're going to see that surge that will be working in. And you see the models going out in time, 12 hours, 24 hours, 36 hours. I know this map's a little bit confusing. This chart's a little confusing, but right now it is a tropical storm. Most indications are that it would clip Category 1 hurricane strength before it moves inland. I am concerned, though, about those water temperatures. I don't root for storms. Actually, I got into weather because I do not like storms. I am concerned about those water temperatures, that there's also not a lot of wind shear. Wind shear is good. That kind of knocks off some of the building storms within a hurricane. hurricane or tropical storm, there's not a lot of wind shear. There's very warm water temperatures, so I am concerned about some strengthening as it moves on shore, but I do this channel for safety. Point being, the word has been out about this clearly for quite a long time. So let me zoom down here, then let me get into the flood potential with that unnamed area. This is later today. You see right there, trying to wrap up. By wrap up, I mean get more organized, and this could become a strong tropical storm or hurricane by later today. Here's Bay City. Looks like it'll move up right through Bay City at this point, dragging tropical storm and hurricane conditions into the Houston area late tonight, tomorrow morning, and then as this lifts to the north there, it's still going to bring in some bands of rain and some tropical storm conditions to western sections of Louisiana, and then this will lift to the north. This is by tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then lifting up even toward Shreveport, lifting up to the north. Heaviest rain should be just to the east of the Dallas area, but it could even clip by Dallas. Now here's the expansive wind field. There is some red in here. This is later today. That red shading, those are winds of 70 miles per hour or 110 kilometers an hour. 74 miles per hour or higher makes it a hurricane. So most of the models are showing that. In the warm water, it's about to cross that, so it will have a brief opportunity to really strengthen. And you see here, by the time we get into tonight, this is just after midnight, it could be a hurricane at that point, an intensifying hurricane, but the surge always the concern along the coast. And as we know in Texas, the fresh water flooding, just simply the rain, and then this wind field working in tomorrow morning around Galveston Bay, back toward Bay City. Worse weather at this point, north and east of Corpus Christi, and then all of this lifts in. Here we are in northeast Mexico. Most of this all staying away. That's been the shift that I was talking about, I think about 3-4 days ago. And then you see the wind field diminishing, but still some gustier winds that will start to work into the Dallas area. You'll know something's nearby as we work our way into late tomorrow. So the European model showing this, the European, American, both trying to intensify this into a hurricane as it lifts closer to the Galveston Bay area. This area here, this is that tropical wave that is moving by. Tropical wave, we're not talking about water waves. These are atmospheric, up above our heads disturbances. It's not organized. Little one pulling in that could bring us some showers as well. Now, just showing you the picture, Bermuda High is dominant. That keeps everything just kind of flowing around it through the Caribbean and then eventually lifting up to the north. And this is a pattern that we could see just kind of repeating itself as we get deeper into the hurricane season. The hurricane season has just started, so there is Beryl moving its way into Texas. This is by later tomorrow, so this works in there, kind of around that area of high pressure, but of also very high concern. What's going on down here? As this tropical disturbance moves away, tropical wave moves away from Jamaica and the Cayman Islands and moves toward Belize and Central America, a high chance of rain. And then we'll just see this easterly flow around that area of high pressure, kicking in a few showers and storms back through the northern and eastern Caribbean. The Bahamas at times will get some of those areas of some scattered showers, very hot as well. This here is by Tuesday, and you see the green. The green on the map would be rain, even over toward Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, scattered storms, but lots in the way of flooding rain. So I want to get into these rain totals, because as we work our way through Central America, we are going to see that flooding that will persist. Again, this here is by the time we get into Tuesday. Let me show you that on the American model. So there is Beryl lifting up to the north. This is later today. Cayman Islands, we have that elevated chance of rain, especially over toward Grand Cayman. That's where we're going to see a better chance of rain. Western Cuba, some scattered showers. But this is just the beginning. So my friends in Guatemala, El Salvador, even parts of Belize, but really Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. Thank you for sharing this information to get the word out. There is no name system, but we are going to see days and days of heavier rain. Little uptick in some scattered showers possible. I'll zoom down into the southeastern Caribbean near Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica. You can see a couple showers and storms kind of popping up on our Monday. So this is tomorrow afternoon. But here, right in this sector, areas of heavier rain. It's not going to be all day. Since it's not a named system, it's not super organized. So not all of us get the rain, but some of us do. And where we get it, we are just going to get dumped on. Let me bring you into Tuesday. You see here, Here's Nicaragua, here's Honduras, and even our Colombian islands, San Andres, Providencia off the coast, seeing some heavier rain, Guatemala. The mudslide potential with this is on the higher side, so thank you for spreading that. Any river crossings, the runoff is going to be very sharp, and look how this just builds. You see right here, and this is on Wednesday, another flare-up of some of that moisture around, high chance of rain, even building back toward, as this just kind of progresses off toward the west, even over toward Mexico. And then we'll be watching out for the next tropical wave working in that will give us some of those scattered showers and storms as we work our way into our Wednesday forecast, northern and eastern Caribbean. Let me touch on the seas, then get to the rain totals. Of course, very dangerous stuff. Western Gulf of Mexico. Things are going to stay choppy as we work our way back toward the Caribbean. Meters here, feet there in the central Caribbean near Jamaica. A couple meters, so we're looking at about 7 to 9 feet for those seas. This here is on our Monday, watching over toward parts of Texas, and just staying kind of on the elevated side, central and western Caribbean. This here is on Tuesday, so we're still going to see those elevated seas on Tuesday. And then as we work our way into Wednesday, still kind of on the choppy side, that strong easterly flow is going to be with us all week long. Now let's get to these rain totals. Northeast Mexico, I mentioned with Beryl, the action staying off toward the east. There's that black, even red shading showing up. That would be half a foot of rain, 150 millimeters of rain or 6 inches of rain or higher where Beryl goes. Now, elsewhere, we're going to see that rain really building in, and these are the totals that I'm concerned about. And we're going to see, this is just a 3-day total. So this is today, Monday, and Tuesday. We're going to see even more of this Wednesday and Thursday. The black shading showing up right here, parts of Mexico, not over toward Merida, over toward Cozumel. We're in pretty good shape over toward the Yucatan Peninsula, but extreme sections of southeastern Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, inland Honduras, and parts of Nicaragua. You see these, this white, the black to the red. That's 150 millimeters of rain, upwards of 200 plus millimeters of rain. We're talking about 6 to 9 inches plus. It's going to be dumping on us. Scattered storms, eastern, or rather western sections of Panama, back through Costa Rica, but Nicaragua, El Salvador, parts of Honduras, Guatemala, please spread the word. We're going to see a lot of rain moving in. Always want you prepared. Don't want you stuck in any of those river crossings that are dangerous. So giving you that early heads up. Now, Cayman Islands, we're seeing that tropical disturbance moving by. Grand Cayman today, we could get 50 millimeters of rain or 2 inches of rain or more. Jamaica trying to dry out. This here, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, some scattered showers and storms are isolated at times. Now, as we work our way toward the eastern Caribbean, Anguilla, St. Kitts and Nevis, Saba, Statia, we need some rain. Rain chances not high, but as we swing back here, a little higher toward the southeastern Caribbean, no washout, but just kind of a kick in some of the moisture. See over toward Trinidad, Port of Spain, we could get some decent totals over the next 3 days. This is a 3-day total where some spots could get 75 millimeters of rain, or we could get upwards of 3 inches of rain, and then kind of hit or miss Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, St. Vincent the Grenadines, Grenada, Barbados, where we could get 25 millimeters or an inch of rain if we do get some rain working in. And even northern Venezuela, we'll see some of the higher totals, and I'll get to the forecast in a moment for Guyana and Suriname with some scattered showers. So Jamaica, the rain chance is down for us from yesterday, but all of this shifts toward the Cayman Islands, especially southern areas. So as you get toward Grand Cayman, we have that higher chance of rain that I was just spelling out. Now, as mentioned in Trinidad and Tobago, southeastern Caribbean, the rain chance is slightly higher for today. So let me know in the comments if you get rain or if you don't. Not all of us will. And even in Barbados, we're going to see that onshore kick today where we could get some of those scattered showers and storms. 50% chance for us in St. Lucia, 40% chance for tomorrow. Then it goes down some. We're looking at about a 50% chance of some scattered showers, 40 to 50% chance in Grenada today and back through St. Vincent the Grenadines. So it's not a guarantee we get the rain, but the rain chance is slightly higher today before it starts to go down. Martinique, we're looking at a 40% chance, 40% chance the next 2 days in Dominica, 40% chance the next 2 days in Guadeloupe. Rain chance about 20 to 30%. Antigua and Barbuda, not super high. Later this month, we should see more of an uptick in some of the rain, and that would include St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. Just about a 20% chance today, 20% chance today, Anguilla and St. Bart. And over the next St. Bart's, and then as we get back towards St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, Very isolated, mainly dry conditions. Puerto Rico, though, we're going to start to see some isolated to scattered storms by tomorrow. You see the rain chance a little higher. U.S. and British Virgin Islands tomorrow. Not a guarantee, but we'll have some showers around, scattered about across the Bahamas. And on the hot side, 20 to 30% chance of rain in the Turks and Caicos. Dominican Republic, isolated to scattered the next few days, 30 to 40%. Isolated the next 2 days in Haiti. The tropical disturbance has moved away, so the next 2 days, the rain chance is down some. But you can see on the elevated side, I'm going to keep an eye on Belize. We're going to be right on the edge of some of that really heavy rain. So I'll be watching us in Belize. That rain chance will be elevated. 20% chance in Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. It has been super dry. Stuff has been to the north, east, west of us, south of us, but generally on the drier side. Now, Guyana and Suriname, scattered showers and storms, about a 60% chance. 60% chance the next 3 days in Suriname. This here for Cuba, especially western end today, better chance of some rain. Otherwise, just some of those scattered showers and storms. Costa Rica and Panama scattered about. Pretty numerous, though, in parts of Costa Rica the next few days with this tropical disturbance moving in. And this is one of the bigger issues. Nicaragua, it's not all day rain, so I don't have a 100% chance, but where we get the rain, mudslides and that life-threatening flooding. Honduras, we'll see some areas of heavy rain, especially working inland the next few days, and we get toward Guatemala and El Salvador the next few days. There will be some life-threatening flooding, so don't want you getting caught in any of that. Clearly, we're going to see some big areas of flooding. Mexico City, as I was showing you with the rain totals in Mexico, that's eventually going to pick up as the week goes on. As we swing back toward the Yucatan Peninsula, just some isolated to scattered showers and storms. Colombia, we're looking at still that 30% chance, holding at a seasonal 30% chance in northern Venezuela. Scattered showers trying to work by Bermuda today. So very busy pattern right now. Of course, all eyes on Beryl as it is trying to strengthen as it moves into Texas. That tropical disturbance working its way through the Western Caribbean into Central America. Mudslides, life-threatening flood potential. I'll be tracking that throughout the week. And in the Atlantic, there are two tropical waves out there, one getting closer to the Eastern Caribbean, another one off the coast of Africa. No signs of development as of now, but I'll be watching those progress as we go throughout the week ahead. So please be safe. Thank you for joining me and being part of this weather community, and have a good day ahead.